Hi, hello, and welcome. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for joining me for a new pick a card reading. Today, we are taking a look at who is the next person that's approaching you romantically in love. I do have three piles for you guys to choose from. So, beginning on the left, sorry, I moved it. We have a Stormtrooper, my absolute favorite. Yep, out of all the adorables, I can tell you this one is my top favorite. Obviously, this is from Star Wars, many different versions of them. Honestly, I can't tell you which version it is. Who can? Who can that's watching? I can't. Sorry, that's just me moving the tripod. Pile two is Envy from Inside Out. I really forgot that I had the collection, I guess, from Inside Out too. Sorry. But yeah, she showed up today. And then for pile three, I'm not even going to bother, we have Mr. Mittens from Soul. He's a very funny cat. I think him and the cat from Luca are pretty funny cats. But our piles again, sorry, took a second. Our piles again are Stormtrooper for pile one. Pile two is Envy from Inside Out 2. Pile three is Mr. Mittens from Soul. Timestamps are in the description and comment section. I will meet you guys at your pile. Hi, Pile 1. Welcome to your pick a card reading. If you're new to the channel, hi and welcome. My name is Sandra. I will be a tarot reader for the next few minutes or however long this reading takes. For those of you that are subscribed, thank you guys for showing up, for all your support. Truly appreciate all of you. Thank you. And thank you for taking some time out of your day to join me for this pick a card reading. I think it's been a little bit since I did the last one. So I think it's time. I think it's time to do this reading. You guys, again, are the Stormtrooper pile. But before I forget, I just wanted to throw out there that I am doing a new set of specials for reading with a Christmas and July theme. This is here. This is hopefully I remember to put the photo here. It is going to be changing out. So if you do see one and you catch it later on and you're like, I really want that reading, just message me on Instagram, DM me, let me know, and I'll work something out for you. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, no, I'm not. But anyways, yeah, you guys are the Stormtrooper pile. So one last glance at him. And if you're interested in any other readings, all the links are in the description box. I'm on TikTok too. I'm doing some readings on there. It's kind of sporadic. It's not a consistent schedule or anything like that. I did post one today. And so if you're looking just kind of for quick, fun, not too serious readings, that kind of is where you would want to go. If you are interested in personals, my Etsy shop link is also in the description. And if you'd like to become a member of this channel, that option is available too. There's a join button. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm sorry. I don't mean to overwhelm you guys. I overwhelm myself with everything I have to throw up, but let's get to your reading. Who is it that's approaching you next in love, pile one? The sun is like right, it's beating down on me. You guys can't see it in the camera, but there's a window right in front of me and it's just coming straight at me. All right, what do we have? We're doing only two of cards. We're only doing two cards. Gosh. So the next person coming towards you, pile one, is Leo, Aries, Sag energy. This person is someone who is going to be very confident, charismatic type of energy, very playful banter, can be pretty flirtatious. I would definitely say this is going to be someone you will be definitely attracted to. No questions about that whatsoever. I think there's going to be a lot of passion and attraction between the two of you, to be just fully honest. But as far as who this person is, this person has been through a lot. This person has quite a history. There's a lot of past that they carry with them. And I don't know exactly what kind of past energy it is. I think there's wounds. I think there's history here. There's stories, right? Everyone has skeletons in the closet, so you shouldn't expect anything differently from your person. But I do think there's someone who, even though they've been through a lot, they're not like fully serious. They still have a heart. They'll be like your ride or die. They're going to be there for you. This person can also be maybe intuitive in some kind of a way, or they just kind of always have a way of figuring things out. This person on business, this person is definitely career oriented or focused. They have drive, they have ambition. They are someone who's like, you don't get in my way. This person will flat out tell you, they'll be honest with you. I don't think this person is going to play games. They can have a little bit of a temper, is what I'm getting here. This person is going to be direct. I feel like this person's honest, even though this isn't swords energy. I get the feeling this person can be pretty honest, but they're doing it in your best interest. Like anything they do, they have a genuine heart, is what I'm getting. So, yeah, this person might be a little bit more upfront than what you might be used to, but at the same time, I think that flirtation and that fun bickering back and forth might be something that just ends up turning on both of you. Anything else with this person? I think this person has different sides to them. I mean, I think a lot of people do, but I think this person especially, I think, yes, they have this like charismatic and very outgoing type of presence, persona out in public, but I think in private, it's a little bit more laid back. They're a little bit more traditional. They're not very like as vocal or as outgoing. I think this person's more introverted in public or private. Sorry, that's what I'm getting here. Anything else? I really don't think so. I think that's pretty much it. So let's start laying out your oracle cards and see. I think I'm going to move this up just ever so slightly. I'm using larger oracle cards today. So this one, let's see. Are we good? We're good. Okay. Now this one, I don't know because I know the glare was hitting it from the window. I think we're safe. Right? There's no glare. Okay, cool. And so the first card that we have here is Eagle Spirit. The first thing that I was picking up on is this person travels quite a bit because I don't know, I was just getting plane and travel. So it could be that they travel for business or they just like to travel, leisure travel, that sort of thing, have a good time. This is a playful, fun person. Yes, even though they might be a little bit more introverted, I do feel like they have a good time doing things. But the card itself, it talks about spirit has your back. This person is going to be loyal, possibly to a fault, is what I'm hearing. Like this person, once they're around you, they have your back. And I feel like that's what this 10 of Wands kind of is too, because they take on other people's burdens at the same time. And so I feel like this person, like I said, they're very sweet and genuine. They have a true heart. Yeah, they can get a little bit fiery and in your face almost in a way, but they mean the best. So I think that's something you'll just end up adapting to. Anything else from the Eagle Spirit? I think this person dresses very well. I think this person is, like I said, they're attractive, so they present themselves in a way that makes them even more attractive, and that includes the way that they dress and present themselves in public. I don't know why, but right now I was hearing like polos is one thing, and then I was hearing baseball or baseball caps. So that might be a hint also at your person. Not really too much on the visuals here for them. The next card that we have the Fairy Ointment. We have the Sight. Now, I've said this many times. I love fairy tales, but there's a lot of them that I really don't know of unless it's been made into some type of Disney or DreamWorks movie or, maybe some live action, but usually not. So the Fairy Ointment, I am going to have to, I had my book ready. Like I was ready for it. So let me do this. You can hear me flipping through the pages. I'm going to pause and read this, and then that way you guys don't have to sit through me trying to figure this out. So please hold. It is a lot. Like I'm not going to lie to you. It's like this one here, and then it goes on for like 2 pages, and I'm not going to read it all. Usually I just kind of I glance through it and then what I think applies here. This person is someone who's going to treat you with great respect. I feel like even though, yeah, they can push the boundaries and they can push your buttons, this person does have a lot of respect for you, and they're not going to just be like some jerk or, some bee, right? They're not going to be like that. I feel like this person does treat you with respect. This is someone who's very smart, very intelligent, wise. I think this person also is like a visionary, is what I'm getting here. And I'm getting tattoos right now. I don't know why. I'm just getting tattoos. I'm getting like left arm sleeve for someone. So, I mean, I know that's just very random, but that's just something coming through. And if you guys have been seeing daisies, please add that as another confirmation for you if you needed another one to the ones that I've already provided you guys with. But this person, I think they like to think outside the box. I think they're very colorful, very lively, fun, outgoing person, but in private, like it's all about you, them being loyal. I feel like this person likes to learn a lot, also, is what I'm getting here. But yeah, they have a very colorful personality. That's just pretty much it, you know. I think this person's going to be fun though. And yeah, that's where I think I'm just going to go ahead and end your reading pile one. So comment, like, share, subscribe. If you do subscribe, thank you. Just please remember to click on the bell icon so you get notified when I post another pick a card readings. All the links are in the description except for my TikTok. I think I need to add that one there. If you guys are interested again in that any of the Christmas and July readings, please message me on Instagram. And like I said, if you guys miss it, just DM me. I'm gonna work with you guys. I'm not gonna be like, no, like I said, I'm not gonna do that. But that's where I leave your reading pile one. So thank you for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye. And hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your Pick a Card reading. If you're new to the channel, hi and welcome. My name is Sandra. I'll be your tarot reader for the next few minutes or however long this reading takes. For those of you subscribed, as always, I cannot thank you guys enough. Thank you either way for all of you just being here, showing up, and spending a little bit of time out of your day with me for this Pick a Card reading. Before I get too far ahead, I want to just throw out that I do have some new booking specials for my Christmas in July that I've started. At least at the time of the reading, this is still a timeless reading, so don't worry. But if you guys are interested, here's my current list. I'm going to be switching them out, rotating it weekly. So don't worry. If you do find one that you like and it's like after, don't worry. Just message me on Instagram, DM me over there, and I will work it out for you. I'm not going to be like, no, you're too late. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. So don't worry, you guys. I will always work with you guys, especially on a reading, that I offer. So uh, anything else? Not really. You guys are the envy pile. So all my links are in the description. I think my TikTok I need to update and add it on there. Hopefully I remember to. But if not, I'm under Sincerely Luminous. That's how where you can find me. It's a little bit more laid back, a little bit just kind of, whatever. Yeah, my nails broke. I'm like, of course they all like start breaking at the same time. But anyways, yeah, because I caught it on the camera. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so bad. Anyways, anything else? I don't think so. The one thing I want to say, because we're going to jump into your reading now, as far, who is it that's approaching you next in love? It's been a minute since I did this reading, and I know you guys really enjoyed it in the past, so I'm glad to be doing it again and add an updated reading. And maybe you want to look at the past ones and compare it, maybe that's something you want to do. But I was getting blue, so I feel like this person can be quite a bit of a talker, and they're just like very outgoing kind of thing. And then there was one other thing, and now I can't remember it. Hopefully I remember. But either way, let's get to your reading pile too. So not too many cards. As you guys know, I do use clarifiers, but when I'm doing like descriptive cards like this, or readings, I don't use clarifiers for these. So I have two cards to present to you guys to reveal. Why are we getting so much fire energy? Leo, Aries, Sag energy is coming through this person. Where do I want to start? Like I'm drawn to the Five of Wands. I feel like this might be the stronger energy out of the two. So I feel like this person is athletic, competitive. This might be an athlete, or they do something that's competitive in some type of a way. Maybe they're a gamer and that kind of a thing. I feel like this person has a big community around them, or they're just very friendly and outgoing, very popular in some type of way, or they're just very well known, is what I'm getting here. This person also, on like in the internal personal side, I feel like they might deal with maybe like some mental health issues, kind of going back and forth, maybe some stress, some anxiety is what I'm getting here. Or this person might be more logical, and so they struggle following their heart. That's just what I'm getting here. But either way, this person is very passionate, very fiery, very like go getter, ambitious. This person has goals in life. This person isn't just someone who sits around. Also, I'm getting this person may enjoy traveling. There's something they do. I think maybe they do something communicative for work. I hope I said that right. Please forgive me if I didn't. I'm just going to try it once and that's it. That's just kind of what I'm getting. I mean, I know we all talk in our careers, but I feel like it's more present. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. Does that even make sense? It probably doesn't. So I'm just going to leave it there, and if it doesn't make sense, okay, that's fine. I accept that. For some reason, oh my, this is random as hell. This person likes cereal. I was getting cereal. I don't know why, and like oatmeal. So this person, I feel like this person has a very, like a meal plan, or they very strict diet at some points. I'm getting nursing right now. This is so crazy because pile one, I wasn't getting any of this. So maybe something to do with nursing or medical also is what I was getting here. But athlete, maybe they're like a just whatever. I'm just gonna leave it there. The next card, let me get to the next card. Good grief. The next card that we have the Seven of Wands. What I'm seeing here, the first thing that I see, this person is very much about their family. They're very traditional. They're about their family. They're about, oh my gosh, like the pride of the family. I can't even think of the right phrase, but I think you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Like honor to their family, that kind of a thing. I think that's kind of what it is. I'm getting. So I don't know. And I just kind of thought of Mulan for some reason. So for those of you that are kind of like, oh, what do you mean? Maybe that'll make a little bit more sense, kind of like that. Bringing pride to the family and being, that kind of a thing. So maybe this person is very traditional in certain ways, but I do feel like they're trying to create their own path in life. But I do feel like they're very close to their family and friends and community. And I feel like that's just something that you're going to like. This person, I do feel like getting to know them at first may not be entirely easy. Like, I do feel like they have some type of guard up, is what I'm getting. So, whether it's that they're afraid of love, of being vulnerable, commitment, whatever the case may be, it may take a little bit of time to break down this person's walls, is what I'm getting. And I mean, you can kind of see, like, let me hold up the cards. I'm just going to show you. Just ignore my nails. I just see like walls. I see walls here, and then I see like walls. That's all I see. I'm seeing walls up. That's what I'm seeing with the card. So I do feel like this person may say something, but there's a lot beneath the surface that they're not saying. So this person isn't like, you can't just take them at face value at all. And it's not that they're a bad person or anything. I think this person's just protective. I think this person grew up in a way that maybe they were made to be silenced, or not speak out about certain things, or maybe their emotions. Very masculine energy now that I'm tapping into is what I'm getting with that. But anything else, I do feel like this person is a protector. They will have your back. They will be loyal to you. They'll be there for you. Like I said, I do feel like this person likes to have fun. I do sense like you guys are going to be doing some outdoor activities, or they're going to try to bring you into their world, especially if it's athletics. And if you are already into that, then I think you guys are going to really mesh well, and you're going to have some of the same interests. But I do feel like between the two of you, there is going to be this fiery, passionate time. But yeah, as far as it leading to commitment, I think this person, it might take a minute. Okay. So don't just be like, oh yeah, they're perfect and everything, and I want to be in a relationship. It might take a little bit of time. And it's not going to be like, oh, they're going to take forever. At least I hope not. But I do think, it's going to take a little bit just to bring their defenses and their walls down. That's all. But let's go ahead and continue. I'm going to go ahead and move these cards up because I'm going to add in your oracle cards. Like I was telling pile one, I went with some larger oracle cards, and I just want to make sure that they fit. Yes. And then our next one is the bigger one. And yes. Okay. It works. All right. So who are we going to start off? We're going to go with the spider spirit. You guys might be seeing 5555 just as another confirmation in case I didn't already list it, because sometimes I get the confirmations when I'm doing the reading. I do the confirmations, my secret, I do it afterwards. And I don't remember what I say during these readings. I have like a general idea, but honestly, I can't even remember which adorable is which pile. Like that's how much I remember. So don't worry. I'm not just doing that or messing it up. Anyways, we have the spider spirit. So this is about making your dreams real. I feel like this person is very creative, which, yeah, it actually makes very much, it's a fire sign. even if they don't have like that in their main three, there's some placements where they're just very, very creative with what they do and what they do. This person, because I'm seeing the web, I feel like maybe there's something here that this person does online, has a business online, offers services online, something like that, or they just, are creative. So anything on social media, has a website, a blog, it's endless, right? So, but I think this person is very determined, and I think they're kind of really more focused on their career right now. But I think, whatever it is about you, they see you and something, and they're like, okay, I want to pursue this. And that's why they're showing up in this reading for you. Anything else with this card? There is quite a bit of purple. So I think maybe this person has some type of intuitive connection. And, I think a lot of us already have that, and it's whether or not we know what it actually is. I think this person, because of the traditional sense, they don't really know that it is their intuition that comes into play for a lot of things, or even that a lot of the ideas they may get are intuitively given to them by spirit or, higher power, whatever, you guys believe in. For me, it's just divine and God. And so, but whatever you guys believe in, just plug it in here. And that's just kind of what I'm getting with that. And yeah, there's just something again. I'm getting basketball now. So yeah, different things. All right. And then our last card over here. The princess who never smiled. Okay, so this person, I think they're fun. I think they might be a little, maybe they come off intense, or you can't really figure out what they're doing, or they just always kind of are deep in thought. Maybe this person has a more serious look, I don't know. And I mean, I'm going to say this person probably has darker hair, so a brunette, because that's just the only thing that's actually coming up here as a hint visually. But yeah, I don't think this person really reveals too much as far as their emotions. I think they're competitive. I think they're fun and creative, but I don't think they're always like smiling. I think once you talk to them and stuff, but like if you catch them alone, they just kind of seem in their own world or something. And then the card itself says healing. So maybe by the time they meet you, they're going through something that caused them a lot of pain, maybe a loss of a pet, a family member, a friend, maybe there's a transition that they're going through. So, if you're looking for confirmation once they do hit you up and then you find out that they're actually going through something really deep and just hurtful, that kind of a thing, then you probably know that that's something that will identify this person for you. Like, okay, that's the person, is what I'm getting with that. But anything else, I do feel like this person is an animal person, loves animals, so they probably do have a pet, is what I'm getting here. I'm not getting too much else, you guys. I think it's just funny. I'm just trying to think, like, I'm trying to go back to the beginning because I'm drawn to the blues in this card, and then I remembered about how envy was blue, and I was associating the throat chakra. And I feel like maybe this person, I think honestly, this is just going back to their traditions, the way that they grew up, what I was saying about how they're expected to be silent or not talk about certain things publicly. I think this person might actually be healing their throat chakra by the time that you meet them. And they're kind of in between that, is what I'm getting with this. I know it's kind of really random stuff that's coming up with your guys' pile, completely different from pile one, but I'm just giving you guys what I get. And so I just feel like there's something here about this person, very traditional, grew up in a very traditional setting, environment, and they're breaking out of that. And I think the more that they do, the more that they actually smile more and are more creative because they're actually using their voice and not just a limited voice. Yeah, I don't. I hope I explained that right, but I think that's where I'm going to go ahead and leave your reading pile too. So comment, like, share, subscribe. If you do subscribe, thank you. Please remember to click on the bell icon so you get notified when I post another pick a card reading. If you're interested in my Christmas and July special, then here, hopefully I post it again, is the photo. If not, check it out on my Instagram and just DM me. And like I said, if you guys miss it by a week or a few days, just DM me. I'll work with you. We'll get you the reading that you want. And yeah, all the links in the description. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, the join button is there, and there's 2 different tiers. That is it, pile 2. Thank you guys so much, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to your pick a card reading. If you are new to the channel, hi and welcome. My name is Sandra. I'll be your tarot reader for the next few minutes or however long this reading takes. For those of you that are subscribed, thank you guys for showing up again for another reading. I cannot thank you guys enough. I truly appreciate all your support, and I'm just happy that you enjoyed the readings to even show up. So thank you. That glare is just me. So I bought a mic, and usually what I was doing, I was placing it on top of a candle away from me because I thought I didn't want my voice to be too close to the mic, because I know there's some points where I can be very quiet, but then when I'm really into a reading, then my voice picks up. And so it's kind of hard for me to find that place because it's not easy for me to just control my voice and stay in the same setting. Like I'm not that type of a reader. So I placed it on, I'm wearing it on my shirt, and you guys can let me know, do you prefer this way? Is the audio better compared to maybe my last pick a card reading or not? I'm trying to figure it out. Like I'm trying to test out, hopefully this mic works. But if not, then I have to find a new one. So I don't know. Just let me know. But that's what the glare is. There's no spirits with us. It's not an orb. It's just my mic. All right. Before I do get started, I am offering a new rotation of readings. And since we are in July, it's my Christmas and July specials. Here we go. Yes, I am tapping into the holidays. I love the holidays. I'm sorry. And so it was just a fun way to bring different options to you guys. I still have my Etsy shop, don't worry. But these are offered directly through Instagram. So you can message me over there. Let me know if you're interested in any of them. And if you catch this after, you know what, just DM me if you see one. If you see one, just let me know. I'll work with you. We'll get a reading out. I'm not going to tell you no. It's kind of, yeah, no. Also get the reading for you. So there's that. I think that's everything. All the links are in the description box. You guys know that. Most of you, anyways. You guys are the Mr. Mittens pile from Soul. He's a very funny cat. Yeah, all my nails broke this week. It's just awful. And so I'm not trying to show it, but it's bad. You probably see it right there. Yeah, you can tell. All right. Well, that's all I had to share. You guys are the only pile that I mentioned the mic. So please let me know. I really would appreciate the feedback, because before it was like, oh, I was just using the mic on the camera. Now I'm actually using a mic and I'm still getting complaints. So, it doesn't help me with that. So I'm trying to figure out what I can do, trying to work with different settings. There's not really many settings. I'm using a new setting on it, but okay, anyways, let's get to your reading, pile 3. We are taking a look at who is approaching you next in love, who's coming to you next in love. That's what it is. And let's start off with our tarot as usual. And I'm only using 2. You guys know when I'm doing a descriptive one, I don't use the clarifiers. It's just when we're looking deeper that I want that extra layer of things going here. Anything, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Sorry, I was just trying to figure it out. We do have, oh my gosh, I always forget, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus. Yeah, and Aquarius. Hold on. Why do I always do this to myself? Like, I always do this. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Okay, yeah. So those can be the signs. Doesn't have to be, but it's what's coming up for your reading. I think the person that is approaching you, first of all, I do feel like they're abundant. This is someone who's very successful. I feel like this person is very experienced. I feel like a more mature energy with this pile, to be honest. I do feel like this person might travel for work, or they just enjoy traveling. I mean, it's not really too much of a random thing. It's kind of come up on a lot of the readings, honestly, is what I'm getting here. But I do feel like this person is someone who doesn't have to really worry about money. So yeah, they're going to spoil you, pile through. This person is going to be able to do that for you. I do feel like this person doesn't reveal everything. So I feel like there's this hint of mysteriousness to them where they're not just going to tell you everything up front. They're not going to give you their life story. I think it's going to be bits and pieces, little pages here and there of what they've been through, what their life has been like, that sort of a thing is what I'm getting here. With the world, I feel like this person is accomplished, so they might have like a higher level status at their company. Maybe they're an entrepreneur. Maybe they do, um, I don't know. I was getting conventions, so that's something that I'm getting. Maybe this person is what's the word, a cosplayer too, or just really into fandoms. But I do feel like this person has been through quite a bit, but they've matured. They've grown, is what I'm getting. Anything else? I'm gonna like get mad if I don't say it, but I feel like maybe this person really likes Halloween. Maybe they're into gothic style. That's just what I'm getting right now. Maybe they're like into gargoyles. Maybe they like the gargoyle cartoon show. I don't think they ever like redid it, did they? Because I know they've redone like a lot of old classic type of shows or animated shows too. That's what I'm getting. Maybe something about fall with this person. Maybe that's when this person comes into your life. Maybe that's why I'm getting the time of Halloween if they're not someone who enjoys it. I do feel like this person is someone who likes going out to like cafes and trying new spots and like, checking out coffee or smoothie places. Like, I feel like this person is maybe somewhat of a foodie. They like to have fun. I do feel like even though they're more mature, they have fun, but they're not like crazy fun, not like in their 20s. I don't know. I feel like this person is a little bit more mature than that, or maybe this person just enjoys that stuff and they're still younger. For my younger crowd, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to like leave you guys in the cold. No, um, I think maybe this person is just an old soul. Maybe that's what the whole world is about: their lives, their lessons, their cycles, everything, and that's why they're here. But yeah, let's go ahead and add on your oracle cards and see what else we can get for your reading, pile 3. So just moving those up slightly and allowing ourselves some room. All right. So I'm going to start off with the turkey. I don't know. I just hear the turkey in my head. Like I don't even know how to make that noise, and I shouldn't try. But if I made you laugh, then hey, good. We gotta laugh at some stuff, right? We gotta laugh when we can. But I feel like there's somewhat of a goofball at times. They like to have fun. I think this person's into athletics. I'm seeing a stadium, so I think this person enjoys that, and I think this person might have a close group of friends and they kind of just go back and forth. Is it bros? Maybe for some of you, maybe it is where they've been in a fraternity, or maybe, if it's for my guys, maybe this person has been in a sorority, that kind of a thing. But I feel like this person is playful and doesn't take themselves too seriously, even though they don't reveal everything. I feel like they're very, like that very friendly, outgoing type of a person, but they know their boundaries and their limits too, so they don't push themselves too hard, but very friendly person is what I'm getting here. And now, for the card itself, it says give with gratitude and grace. So what I'm getting from this is someone who's very giving. They are very abundant, and I did say that they were going to spoil you. So I feel like this is just something, a confirmation. This is someone who probably does give to um, like fundraisers, or does donations and that sort of a thing. And I don't feel like this person's very greedy. They're very selfless, very humble, but just I feel like this is such a sweet soul, honestly. Like I really do like the energy here. It's mature, it's kind, it's loving. It's someone that you can't help but fall in love with. That's just kind of the energy that I'm picking up on here. But yeah, this person is definitely a bit of a character, but in a very loving, sweet, cute kind of a way, in a fun way. So I don't think you're going to be upset with this person. And then our next card, we have the Goose Girl. So I am going to look at the book. You know what, like I was telling one of the other piles, I love fairy tales, but the only ones I really know are the ones that have been made into like a Disney movie or a DreamWorks movie. Maybe some live actions, but a lot of the ones here haven't been. So I always have to look at it. So I'm going to look right now, and I'm trying to find the page. There I go. And then I'm going to pause it, and then I'll let you know what I find out about this goose girl. It took a little bit longer because this story, the goose girl, like if you guys don't know this one, it was kind of giving a little bit of the Little Mermaid with Ursula taking, from Ariel, but this one it was about like her mom, like this is the princess, and gave her a handkerchief is what the queen did to the princess, and it was basically supposed to protect her, and then while she's on traveling, the person that's supposed to protect her ends up taking her identity. And I didn't really get to finish all of it because I didn't want to take too long, but I'm like, whoa, I want to read this. I'm going to have to go look and see if there's actually something that was made for it. The card itself, it talks about identity theft, which is like, whoa. I think theft, maybe this person has had certain things taken from them. Maybe they have had their identity stolen. I mean, it's not that uncommon, right? It's something that actually happens way too often. But here's some words, and I think this is what describes your person. It talks about justice and wisdom. So I think, again, that mature energy that I was picking up on before, I think this is someone who's going to treat you fairly, going to be there for you, very smart, knowledgeable, and wise. I think this person has people that envy them, is what I'm getting. Like people want this person's life. This might be someone with a lot of money, a lot of status, a lot of attention, maybe fame for some of you. So I think that's something else here that people want to take this person's life. Maybe that's where the identity theft comes in. Anything else? No, I think this person is a one of a kind kind of individual. I'm losing my voice, so I don't know if maybe this person did some work and other people tried to take it from them or claim it as their own, or and that could be in anything, right? It could be like a general, even a corporate job, to something creative, or I don't know, but my voice is like cracking right now. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that's what I'm getting with this. As far as your person's, I don't know. I don't get any visuals too much with this. I'm not going to lean on what I just see. I think there's more to it. So that's why I really don't try to do visuals anymore, characteristics and that sort of thing. So I think just to be respectful to everybody, and I'm not getting anything, so I'm not going to force it either. So I hope you guys appreciate that. But if not, it's fine. So I think that's where I'm going to go ahead and leave your reading pile free because, like I said, my voice is cracking anyways, and then that's the last card. And like I said, if you guys are interested in looking into that story, because I think I'm going to go do that, the Goose Girl. It's actually a pretty interesting one. If they made that into something, that would actually be pretty good. So yeah, comment, like, share, subscribe. And if you do subscribe, first of all, thank you. And please remember to click on the bell icon so you get notified when I post another pick a card reading. All the links are in the description. If you are interested in the Christmas and July specials, here's the list again. Again, just message me on Instagram, even if it's past the date. Let me know. I'll work with you. I'm not going to tell you no. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to do readings for you guys, personals. As long as you guys are willing and wanting to, then hey, you know what? I'm going to work with you. As long as you're kind. Yeah, let's not go down that route. Anyways, if you'd like to become a member, there's a join button. If you can't, that's so fun. It's fine. I understand. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for letting me read for you guys and tapping into this person's energy. I cannot thank you guys enough. And if you made it this far, just thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope to see you on the next pick a card, or tomorrow, if you guys are watching at the time of the upload, you can expect a new episode of What Lies Beneath. I love that series. All right, anyways, that's it. Bye, Pile 3.